Hello and welcome to the 40th season of Sims 4 Survivor. I cannot believe I've done 40 of these, but here we are. Technically, I've done 42 though, if we count the pink edit and the Christmas special. But within the canon, this is the 40th season of Sims 4 Survivor, and it is All-Stars 5. We have here 20 of the best players of the 5th era of the show, spanning from Generations 2 all the way up to Veterans versus Newbies 2. And I am so excited for this season. We have a banger cast, if I say so myself. And let's just introduce our cast. First up, we have the Vakaba tribe, which is the neighborhood we are playing in today. This is one of the neighborhoods in Mount Komorebi. But now we're not on the mountain. We are actually just playing in the town. So it's a little bit different. First on the board, we have winner of Generations 2, Freya Loden, returning here after her win, her very dominant win. We've had some banger winners on in this era, I think. And Freya is definitely one of them. She kicked it off with a bang when she played kind of a Juniper Grove-esque game. She was flip-flopping between different alliances. She had all of these different allies. And of course, made it to the final two along with her number one ally in the game, Hugo Villarreal, which we'll get to later. And yeah, Freya, fantastic winner. She was a lock on this cast immediately, so excited to see her back. Also coming from Generations 2, we have Aziz Nadir. Aziz was one of the main power players of the adults. He was kind of the underdog of the season. Did very well on the season, made it to, I think, 5th place, if I remember correctly. Actually, 6th place. My apologies. He was also a part of a duo with Paka'auha, and the two of them were unfortunately just overthrown by the power alliance of Freya and Hugo. So they lost out, but nonetheless, a good representative of the opposition to Freya and Hugo here on this season. Next up, we have third placer of Innis Green, Iggy Pancakes. Iggy was one of the most dominant players on Innis Green. He was doing really well. He had a final two with the eventual winner, Nadia Kishka, but he unfortunately ended up getting cut right before Final Tribal Council, and Nadia took the win pretty convincingly. Otherwise, I think Iggy definitely would have put up a fight if he had made it to the end with her. So she kind of lucked out in that regard. But yeah, Iggy, definitely a strong player and definitely one to watch out for on this new season. Next up, we have coming here for third time's the charm. We have Hot Mess Candy herself. Candy Bear is here for yet another season. A fan favorite for sure. Everybody loves her. She is most well known for her very messy gameplay. Of course, on Granite Falls, she was an absolute mess. And when she returned for third time's the charm, she was yet again a hot mess, and we love her for it. We have another winner here on the board because we have a Tomarang winner, Chaz Goldstein. Chaz was a bit of a wild winner on his season. Him and Babs Lamore were a power duo at the merge, and both of them were so unlikable, which was very strange that he ended up taking the win. But also, it was kind of a weird final three because all of them were very much disliked by the jury. It was kind of strange. However, Chaz, he played a pretty strong winning game. He formed a variety of different alliances, had multiple final twos. Even though he kind of wins by default at the end, he also did pretty well to place himself in that spot. So Chaz, definitely one of the weaker winners of the eras, but also, I think, the only man to win in this era. So I had to bring him back, I think. Then we have coming here from Battle of the Eras, we have Kyle Kyleson. Kind of the fallen angel of the season. I think if he had made it to the final three, he would have won, but unfortunately, he was cut at the final four, idled out of the game by Morgan Ember, the winner of that season. And yeah, Kyle was definitely another person that I felt was a lock on this All-Star season. He's done very well throughout his Sims 4 Survivor career, but both times he's competed, he's been cut right before the final Tribal Council. So maybe this time around, he can finally make it there. And then we have another winner here, but not the winner of the season she is returning from, because we have Gretchen Wolf from Battle of the Eras. Gretchen was, of course, the winner of Nordhaven, returned for Battle of the Eras to defend her title. formed a very strong final two with Morgan Virus, and the two of them ended up linking up with Morgan Ember as well. But unfortunately, they entered the merge in a minority, so Morgan and Gretchen went out back to back. So Gretchen is kind of here to represent the underdog side of Battle of the Eras. And also for another reason, because there is another connection that she has here entering this season, and I kind of hope that works out, but we'll get there. Next up, we have coming here from Gibby Point, JC Putnam. JC was a bit of a surprise hit on Gibby Point. I don't think any of us were expecting him to do anything spectacular there, but he found himself dueling up with Frida Perry. Unfortunately, ended up losing her in the pre-merge, but he was securely in the very dominant Power Alliance of that season, despite that tribe entering the merge in a minority. And unfortunately, he ended up getting cut in the 4th place spot because he was kind of at the bottom of that alliance. But nonetheless, JC did pretty well, and so I'm giving him another shot at the game. And also coming from Gibby Point, we have Lakshmi Kunal. Lakshmi was kind of an underdog on Gibby Point. They were kind of shafted by their original tribe, and so Lakshmi decided to take fate into their own hands and betrayed their tribe, flipped on over to the smaller tribe, which caused them to dominate the rest of the game. But Lakshmi, unfortunately, did end up getting taken out in 6th place. Because, you know, they were not a member of the original alliance, so of course, they were always going to be at the bottom of that alliance. But they were a pretty memorable player, ended up becoming the fan favorite of the season, so Lakshmi getting a second shot at the game. And then we have coming here from the latest season, Veterans vs. Newbies 2, we have Juliana Sage, here to represent the veteran side of things. Juliana was a very surprise hit on that season. We did not expect her to do what she did, but she ended up finding 2 idols, she ended up forming multiple alliances, and because of her very explosive gameplay, she is getting another shot at the game here on All-Stars 5. Then the other tribe we have is Sempamachi, which is another neighborhood in Mount Komorebi. First up on the board, we have Hugo Villarreal, which I did talk about a little bit. He is, of course, from Generations 2, the #1 ally of Freya Loden, and the losing finalist of the season, though only by a single vote. Hugo and Freya, they played in lockstep the entire season. They started on the same tribe, lost their 2 other tribe members immediately starting off the season. So they ended up being kind of the underdogs, had to climb their way back up the ranks, and were able to completely topple the power structure at the merge. Hugo, though, his blind spot was definitely Freya. I think he needed to recognize that she was gonna win over him, though he did only lose by 1 vote, so it was kind of a toss-up between them. But I think the 4 votes that Freya got, she was always gonna get, and it was always gonna be tough for Hugo to get that 4th vote. So yeah, let's hope he doesn't make that same mistake this season. We'll see. Then we have, coming here from Innis Green, Atherin Reyes. Atherin was a very strong strategic player on that season. He was forming a lot of alliances, forming a lot of strong bonds, but he was also kind of an underdog on the season because he was not a part of the main power structure. He managed to last until the final 7, I believe. Let me check. Final 5, actually. Yeah, he made it to the final 5. Did pretty well, but unfortunately, he was just not a member of the main alliance of Iggy, Spruce, and Nadia. And so, yeah, he ended up getting taken out in 5th place, but nonetheless, pretty impressive that he made it there, considering that there were other people who were allied with them that got taken out over him. And speaking of Nadia, we have the winner of Innis Green, Nadia Kishka. A very strong winner of the era, definitely a lock on this cast as soon as I started assembling the cast together. Nadia, she was the best social player of the season, so she definitely deserved her win. Could have potentially lost to Iggy, but Iggy does get cut before Final Tribal Council, thanks to Nadia's connection to Spruce, who ends up winning the final immunity challenge and takes Nadia with them to the end. Next up, we have, coming here from 3rd Time's the Charm, the icon, the legend, we have Corey Nihus, returning here for his 4th time. Corey, one of the strongest players of recent memories. He has done extremely well throughout his Sims 4 Survivor career. Arguably should have won All-Stars 4, but gets cut right before Final Tribal Council. And so here he is, returning for another All-Star season. His 3rd Time's the Charm game was not the best his social game was a little lacking on that season, but he nonetheless made it all the way to the final 5. Does get cut in the 5th place and probably would not have won if he made it to the final 3, but nonetheless, a very strong player. And also, he is entering this season with 2 very strong relationships over on the other tribe. We got his alliance with Candy Bear that he formed on Third Time's the Charm, but we also have, of course, his #1 ally from Nordhaven, Gretchen Wolf. And this is the relationship that I want to be watching out for, and the reason why I cast Gretchen, because I really hope they end up on a tribe together. I think it could be very fun, but we'll see if they make it to a tribe swap even, because both of them have very large targets on their backs entering this season, and I think it's going to be rough for both of them to really do too much, but we'll see. I still believe. Also coming from Third Time's the Charm, we have Janae Price, who was the main power player of that season and famously voted out her own husband. It was a whole thing. Yeah, does end up making it to the end and losing out to Sanjo Lee, mainly because Janae was just not well liked and people did not respect her move of eliminating her own husband. But yeah, Janae, kind of an icon after that move, so bringing her back. Then we got, coming from Tamarang, we got the runner-up of Tamarang, Babs Lamour, here in a different outfit, here in her normal outfit. Last time she was competing in her outdoor retreat outfit. Babs was kind of a wild character on Tamarang. She kept picking up new allies, kept leaving alliances, was strangely obsessed with a man who didn't know who she was throughout half the game. Does end up in a final 2 with Chaz, and the 2 of them end up kind of running the late merge and making it to the final 2 together, or final 3 together. But Babs does lose to Chaz pretty convincingly. We'll see if she can salvage her game a little bit more here on All-Stars 5. And also coming from Tamarang, we have Lenny Aguilar. Lenny was the underdog of Tamarang. He was on the tribe that lost every single challenge in the pre-merge, ended up being the final member of that tribe, and yet somehow he made it all the way to the final 4, gets cut right before Final Tribal Council, where he otherwise probably would have won the season. So yeah, Lenny, definitely not somebody to be underestimated, but I think he is entering the season with pretty good odds in his favor, because I don't think people are going to be looking at him as a threat. Then we have, coming here from Battle of the Eras, Molly Prescott. Another player who probably would have won if she had made it to the end, but Molly unfortunately got medically evacuated in the final 6. Prior to that, she had been running the game along with Kyle, and the 2 were just running the gamut. They were destroying the season. And the game kind of just falls apart as soon as Molly's medically evacuated for both of them. Realistically speaking, they should have both been in the final 3 and one of them should have won, but fate had different plans for them, so yeah. Maybe this season will be their season instead. Then we have the final winner here competing on this season. We have Gibby Point winner Mother Nature herself. Mother Nature, definitely the strongest social player on that season. She was well liked by everybody. There was kind of never any doubt that she was gonna make it to the end and win, especially at the merge when the main alliance took control of the game, or her alliance, I should say. She also is the reason why Lakshmi flipped, had Lakshmi locked in for the entire merge portion of the game. Definitely a strong winner, and I'm excited to see her return here on All-Stars 5. And then our final member here is Liam Beckett, coming here from Veterans vs. Newbies 2. Liam is here to represent the newbie side of that season, and he is also mainly here because he was the highest ranked male member of the newbies. There were 3 women who made it further than him from the newbie tribe, but I needed a man to fill in the final slot, so Liam is here. Congrats, Liam. But he did play a pretty good game. He was the merge boot on the season, was unfortunately not on the jury because the jury hadn't started when he got eliminated. But he was in the Minority Newbie Alliance. He was doing pretty well, and it's just unfortunate that he entered the merge in a minority. So there you have it. That is our cast. Place your bets now for who you think should win or will win. I would personally love to see Corey take the crown. I think he deserves it. I think he's due one. And considering the track record of All-Stars, it's usually like a strategic man who deserves to win. Of course, Justin in the last All-Stars kind of bucked that trend. So it could really be anybody's game at this point. And the woman has yet to win an All-Star season. So maybe this is going to be that season. We'll see. Anyway, we are playing Millennials versus Gen X, playing that for the first time since Generations, the original Generations. And I think that'll be fun. Generations, I would say, is one of the better seasons of Sims 4 Survivor. So I think we're in for a fun time. And of course, previous relationships will factor into things. I did give people a small bond if they were in an alliance, a slight bond if they were on the same season, unless they like disliked each other, which was, I don't think anybody. I think there was like one relationship where they basically didn't know each other on the season, so I just didn't chase that at all. And of course, we do have the same profiles for all-star seasons. Gave everybody a 4 for social, also 4 for strategic ability, except the winners, they get a 5. As I have been doing in this new era, I feel like that really gives the winners like a little bit of an edge, but doesn't make them dominate the game. So yeah, without further ado, let's just start the season with episode number 1. And we have a twist. It is the legacy advantage. It is hidden and Kyle finds it. So Kyle gonna hold on to the legacy advantage for now. Good for him. On Wakaba, what is going on there? We got Kyle with the advantage. We got Freya and Assis already with a medium bond. They were on the same season, so that kind of checks out. I don't think I messed with their relationship that much. So this is naturally forming, but I guess Generations 2 people, they're gonna stick together. We also have Laxmi and Chaz bonding with a small bond, I should say. Not sure what these two would have in common, but okay. Otherwise, we got nothing on the board, really. On Senpa Machi, though, we do have Molly and Babs with a small bond. Also Corey and Babs with a small bond. And Lenny and Babs with a small bond. Babs coming out strong. This could be the first alliance of the season. Molly, Babs, Corey, and Lenny. Lenny and Babs, of course, were on the same season. They were both on Tamarang, so that checks out. Otherwise, Molly and Corey just feel good about her, so great. We also have Janae and Hugo with a small bond. They were not on a season together, or have never been on a season together, so that's kind of random, but okay. But the first immunity is going to go to Wakaba. So Assis, Candy, Chaz, Freya, Gretchen, Iggy, JC, Juliana, Kyle, and Laxmi, they are going to be safe for the first tribal. On Wakaba, what's going on? JC has a major meltdown. Oh no. That's not great. We also have Freya and Laxmi finding something in common, and they decide to form an alliance along with Assis. Or I guess Freya and Assis, they decide to form an alliance and they pull in Laxmi more like, probably. Because, of course, Freya and Aziz, Generations 2 connection, they are gonna stick together, at least in this pre-merge. And since Freya feels good about Laxmi, it makes sense to pull them in as well. On Senpa Machi, we see Janae finding the hidden immunity idol. Nice. Good for you, Janae. We also have Babs and Etherin bond slightly. Look at Babs. Babs doing a really good job so far. We also have Corey and Nadia finding something in common. And Corey and Etherin bonding strongly. So Babs and Corey definitely the main social players of this tribe so far. And we have a new alliance. It is Babs, Corey, Etherin, Mother Nature, and Nadia. Molly and Lenny not getting pulled into this, so I guess Babs is not the one pulling this alliance together. This has to be Corey's alliance. He did have that decent bond with Babs. He is not bonding with Etherin. He's bonding with Nadia, pulls them in. And I'm sure Nadia is like, okay, I want Mother Nature in as well, because she is the other winner on the tribe, and I could use the meat shield, so yeah, that kind of tracks. We also have Mother Nature. She is injured, but she's fine. She just didn't photosynthesize enough, I think. All right, we're at Tribal, the first Tribal of the season. We got Babs, Corey, Etherin, Hugo, Janae, Lenny, Liam, Molly, Mother Nature, and Nadia. It is time to vote. And if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now's the time to do so. Janae stands up, is gonna use the idol immediately. Wow, okay. Kind of a good move, I think. I mean, you don't want to be the first booed, so might as well just secure your spot, especially if you're seeing this large alliance forming without you. Any votes cast against Janae will not count. I will read the votes. First vote goes to Janae. Does not count. Janae. Does not count. Janae. Does not count. Janae. Does not count. Wow. They were very much gunning for her. Holy shit. Janae. Does not count. That's 5 votes negated. Next vote goes to Janae. Does not count. 6 votes negated. Janae. Does not count. 7 votes negated. Holy shit. Is it unanimous? Janae. Does not count. Janae. Does not count. So only 1 vote left, right? Janae is going to control who goes out here. And the first person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor All-Stars 5 by decree of Janae Price is going to be Lenny. Lenny, the tribe has spoken. Wow, that is so unfortunate. He gets idled out of the game in episode 1. That is crazy. Not sure why Janae goes for Lenny here. Maybe she's not really picking up on what this alliance is. Maybe she's just seeing Babs do a lot of things, and she thinks Lenny is going to be involved in that. Also, maybe Janae is looking at Lenny like, oh, he kind of coasted all the way to the end last time. Let's not let him do that again this time. Not sure what Janae is thinking, but all right. Anyway, Lenny, unfortunately, his game getting cut short here. It is a unanimous vote against Janae. She whips out that idol, takes out Lenny. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Janae, mother, queen. She ate that shit. We move on to episode 2. This season already off to a bang. I am so excited for this season. This is already so good. On Makaba, we have Freya finding the hidden immunity idol. Okay. I think this might be her first idol, maybe, right? Because there was only one idol on Generations 2, but I don't remember who had that. Anyway, Kyle has the legacy advantage. We have this new alliance, Aziz, Freya, and Laxmi, and Freya and Aziz already with an unbreakable relationship. They are locked in. Okay, JC and Iggy with a medium dislike, Jillian and JC with a mild dislike, JC and Candy with a mild dislike, people not liking JC after that meltdown. We do have Laxmi and Freya with a medium bond after they were bonding in the last episode. Laxmi and Chaz with a small bond also after bonding in the last episode. Or they just had a bond in the last episode, and that continues, I guess. Laxmi and Aziz with a small bond also, and Laxmi and Juliana with a small bond, Laxmi and JC with a small bond. Laxmi doing very well. Nice job, Laxmi. Then we just got a random Gretchen and Candy slight dislike at the end here, which is not great because these are the two main allies of Corey from his past runs at the game. So I think they should be trying to link up and form something with Corey once they get to the merge or something, but doesn't look like that's happening. On Sembamachi, we have this large alliance between Babs, Corey, Etherin, Mother Nature, and Nadia. The idol re-hidden, since Janae just used it, we have Etherin and Corey with a medium bond, Nadia and Corey with a medium bond. Then we got Etherin and Babs with a small bond, Molly and Janae with a small bond, Mother Nature and Etherin with a small bond, Molly and Babs with a small bond, Nadia and Babs with a small bond, Corey and Babs with a small bond, Liam and Babs with a small bond, everybody loves Babs, and Janae and Etherin with a small bond. Okay, so Etherin, Corey, and Babs are definitely the strongest players on this tribe so far. Nadia also kind of in there. Janae also seems to be well-liked, even though she just got like every vote at the last tribal, but okay. But immunity is going to go to Sapamachi. Okay, not going to go back to tribal. Good for them. They also get a tarp. Nice. On Wakaba, what is going on? We have Freya with the idol. Also, legacy advantage, I guess. JC and Laxmi, they bond slightly. Okay. Chaz and JC have a major fight. Oh no. I think this might be JC's boot episode. Probably, I guess. I mean, he's not well liked. He was having that melt and now he's fighting with Chaz. Probably not great. Aziz and Gretchen bond slightly, which has a lasting impact, and they decide to form another alliance. So Aziz now in 2 alliances. He now has one with Gretchen, Iggy, and Kyle. Interesting. I think Aziz then controls this vote tonight, and it's probably just going to be like a consensus JC boot. That would be my guess. On Sambamachi, nobody finds the idol yet, but Janae is impressing the rest of the team and decides to form an alliance. Okay, we've got Babs and Etherin here also for some reason. Nadia also here in this alliance. So they are double dipping in alliances, and now Janae is also in this alliance, and Molly. This alliance seems to be stronger than the other one, so maybe they will supplant the power structure of that alliance. That could not be great for whoever, Corey and Mother Nature. They are the ones not getting included here. Not looking good, but let's go to tribal. All right, we got the Vakaba tribe here at their first tribal. Aziz, Candy, Chaz, Freya, Gretchen, Iggy, JC, Juliana, Kyle, and Laxmi. It is time to vote. And if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now's the time to do so. Nobody stands up. I'll read the votes. First vote is going to go to Chaz. One vote Chaz. Next one goes to Candy. Oh. One vote Candy, one vote Chaz. And the next one goes to Candy. 2 votes Candy, 1 vote Chaz. Next one goes to Chaz. We're tied. 2 votes Candy, 2 votes Chaz, and 6 votes left. And the next one goes to Chaz. 3 votes Chaz, 2 votes Candy. Surprised JC is not going out here, but okay. Next one goes to Candy. We're tied again. 3 votes Candy, 3 votes Chaz, 4 votes left. And the next one goes to Chaz. 4 votes Chaz, 3 votes Candy. Next one goes to Chaz. That's 5 votes Chaz, 3 votes Candy, 2 votes left. And the second person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor All-Stars 5, it's Chaz. Chaz, the tribe has spoken. I guess he was causing a little bit of drama by fighting with JC, and since he is a former winner, they were more so looking at him over JC, who is not really a threat. So it kind of makes sense that Chaz goes out here. Also, I mean, even on his winning season, he was not well liked, so not surprising that people weren't like vibing with him this season either, especially since these players are significantly better than the players on Tamarang. But yeah, Chaz shouldn't have been rocking the boat. He goes out here. So it is Aziz, Candy, Freya, Gretchen, Iggy, Kyle, and Lakshmi who vote for Chaz. That's the 2 alliances, I think. Then we got Chaz, JC, and Juliana voting for Candy. Actually, Candy's not in one of those alliances, I think. So she's just not voting for herself, I guess. But interesting that JC does not vote for Chaz, even after fighting with him. All right, well, we'll move on to episode 3. Tribes are even now. On Wakaba, what's going on? We have this new alliance between Aziz, Gretchen, Iggy, and Kyle. Freya and Aziz still with an unbreakable relationship. Juliana and JC with a medium dislike. Lakshmi and Freya with a medium bond. Lakshmi and JC with a small bond. I guess Lakshmi could be the one that is saving JC here, right? Probably. Lakshmi and Aziz with a small bond. JC and Iggy with a mild dislike. Gretchen and Aziz with a small bond. Lakshmi and Juliana with a small bond. Okay. Then we got JC and Candy with a mild dislike, and just Kyle and Gretchen with a slight bond at the end here. On Senpamachi, we have these 2 warring alliances, but not really because 3 of the members on both are in both. We got Babs, Ethrin, and Nadia on one side with Corey and Mother Nature, on the other with Janae and Molly. Molly and Janae with an unbreakable relationship. Okay, that's random, but okay. Janae and Ethrin with a strong bond. Nadia and Babs with a medium bond, Ethrin and Corey with a medium bond, Mother Nature and Janae with a medium bond, Liam and Janae with a medium bond. Interesting that Liam has this medium bond and is not in an alliance with Janae. Also Janae with a medium bond with Mother Nature, and she's not in this alliance either. Suddenly everybody loves Janae, even though all of them tried to vote her out. We got Nadia and Corey with a medium bond, Mother Nature and Liam with a small bond, Ethrin and Babs with a small bond, and Corey and Babs with a small bond. Babs kind of falling off the map here. Corey kind of falling off the map here. It seems to be Janae and Ethrin who are the strongest players so far on this tribe. But I guess Corey is still in here. Babs is still in here. We'll just have to see how this shakes out. Who is like not on the board at all here? Hugo not on the board at all. Liam is kind of not in the mix. So Hugo probably going to be the first to go, or next to go, I guess. But let's go to immunity. It is Bakaba. They win. They're going to be safe from tribal tonight. Not going to go back. On their beach, what's going on? Aziz and Kyle have a major fight. Oh no. They are in an alliance together, so that's not great. Iggy and JC bond slightly, which has a lasting impact. JC trying to salvage his game a little bit, maybe. Then we got Candy and Iggy bonding strongly. Okay. Iggy suddenly realizing that he needs to put in some work. Tries to make some bonds outside of his alliance. Nice job, Iggy. On Senpamachi, we have Babs finding the hidden immunity idol. Nice. Good for you, Babs. We also have Liam with a major meltdown. That's not great. I mean, he's probably recognizing that he's kind of on the bottom here and could be the one to go. But we also have Hugo and Janae with a minor disagreement. So Hugo also in trouble. However, we do see also Mother Nature. She is going to leave the 5-person thing and she's going to form another 5-person thing with Liam and Janae. That's random, but okay. I guess Mother Nature is seeing that Ethrin, Babs, and Nadia are double dipping in these alliances. And she's like, you know what? I'm over this. I'm out. I need to do something else. So probably a unanimous Hugo boot is my guess. Because everybody is allied with Janae except Corey and Hugo and Babs, Ethrin, and Nadia are probably not going to vote out Corey, right? We're at Tribal. We got the 9 remaining Senpamachi tribe here. It is time to vote. And if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now's the time to do so. Nobody stands up. I'll read the votes. First vote is going to go to Liam. One vote Liam. Next vote goes to Hugo. One vote Hugo, one vote Liam. Next vote goes to Hugo. 2 votes Hugo, 1 vote Liam. And the next vote goes to Liam. We're tied. 2 votes Hugo, 2 votes Liam, 5 votes left. And the next vote goes to Hugo. 3 votes Hugo, 2 votes Liam. And the next vote goes to Liam. We are tied again. 3 votes Hugo, 3 votes Liam, and 3 votes left. And the next vote goes to Hugo. 4 votes Hugo, 3 votes Liam, 2 votes left. And the next vote goes to Liam. Okay, we are tied. 4 votes Hugo, 4 votes Liam, and 1 vote left. No idea which one it is gonna be. Probably Hugo, but I don't know. The third person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor All-Stars 5 is going to be Liam. Whoa. Liam, the tribe has spoken. He did try to save himself at the end here, although he did have that major meltdown, so that didn't help. But he did also form an alliance with Mother Nature and Janae. That didn't really work out for him. Janae and Mother Nature weren't able to save him. Maybe if Mother Nature had stayed in that 5% thing, she could have convinced her allies of keeping Liam and taking Hugo out instead. But oh well. Liam, unfortunately, you're out. It is Babs, Corey, Ethrin, Hugo, and Nadia who vote for Liam. Okay. The alliance that Mother Nature just left, they went out here. Interesting. Which means that Babs, Ethrin, and Nadia are more loyal to Corey than they are to Janae, it seems. Hugo votes are Janae, Liam, Molly, and Mother Nature. So yeah, even though Janae has all these very strong relationships, she is not really in power just yet. Very interesting power structure here on Senpamachi. We'll move on to episode number 4. On Vakaba, has anything changed? No, we just have these alliances still. Aziz, Freya, and Lakshmi are locking in 7 strength. Holy shit. Aziz and Kyle, though, they were fighting in the last episode, so let's pay attention to that. Freya and Aziz with an unbreakable relationship. Iggy and Candy with a medium bond now after bonding in the last episode. Lakshmi and JC with a medium bond. Juliana and JC with a medium dislike. Honestly, JC has recovered pretty nicely after their meltdown. I think Juliana is in trouble. I don't think anybody's really trying to keep her in. Like, nobody really cares if she goes out. She's only, like, beefing with JC and that's it. We got Gretchen and Aziz with a medium bond. Kyle and Aziz with a medium dislike now after they were fighting. I imagine that alliance is probably gonna change a little bit today. Kyle or Aziz are gonna leave it, or it'll just completely fall apart. I don't know. Lakshmi and Freya with a small bond. Lakshmi and Aziz with a small bond. And then Candy and Aziz with a small bond. And Lakshmi and Gretchen with a small bond. Lakshmi still with probably the best social game here at the moment. Aziz also with a pretty strong social game. What is going on Senpamachi? We now have Babs with the idol. The 5-person alliance now down to 4. We got Babs, Corey, Ethrin, and Nadia staying. Babs, Ethrin, and Nadia might flip on over to Janae. They are just as loyal to both alliances. I don't know. We'll see. Janae and Mother Nature now in the final 2. And we got Molly and Janae with an unbreakable relationship. Ethrin and Corey also with 1. Then we got Janae and Ethrin with a strong bond. Mother Nature and Janae with a medium bond. Nadia and Babs with a medium bond. Corey and Babs with a medium bond. Ethrin and Babs with a medium bond. Okay, Babs definitely back on the map. Look at that. And we also have Nadia and Corey with a medium bond. So this alliance seems very strong. I feel like it should be a lot stronger because all of them have very strong relationships with each other. Corey and Ethrin with their unbreakable relationship. Everybody loves Babs. Corey and Nadia have a pretty strong bond. I think Ethrin and Nadia is the only bond that is not on the board here. So maybe they don't like each other. I don't know. We got Nadia and Molly with a small bond and Molly and Corey with a mild dislike. Okay. Corey gunning for Molly. Not sure why. Molly kind of having a similar game as she did when she last played Millennials versus Gen X on Generations. She's not well liked, but she is kind of getting pulled into random alliances. We'll see how that goes. She does have this very strong relationship with Janae, though. Reward is going to go to Vakaba. They get a grill with meats, vegetables, and spices. Good for them. Immunity, though, also goes to Wakaba. So Senpamachi is going to go back to Tribal. That's probably going to be Hugo's game, right? On Wakaba, what's happening? Juliana and Lakshmi have a minor disagreement. Juliana just digging her hole even deeper, fighting with the strongest social player on the tribe. She's going to be out if they go to Tribal. On Senpamachi, Hugo and Janae find something in common. Okay, Hugo trying to save himself. Is it going to be enough? I don't know. I don't think so. Although it is possible that the 4-person thing tries to go for Molly. Potentially. We'll see. All right, we're back at tribal. Senpamachi at 8, gonna go down to 7. It is time to vote. And if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now's the time to do so. Nobody stands up. I'll read the votes. First vote is gonna go to Hugo. One vote Hugo. Second vote goes to Mother Nature. One vote Hugo, one vote Mother Nature. Next vote is gonna go to Hugo. 2 votes Hugo, 1 vote Mother Nature. And the next vote goes to Hugo. 3 votes Hugo, 1 vote Mother Nature. 4 votes left. And the next vote goes to Hugo. 4 votes Hugo, 1 vote Mother Nature. 3 votes left. And the 4th person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor All-Stars 5, it's Hugo. Hugo, the tribe has spoken. Predictable tribal. Hugo he was too slow to start, and before he knew it, the game had already ran past him. He definitely needed to work a lot harder to form some alliances, maybe lock in Janae if he could have done that. He potentially could have linked up with Mother Nature and her in that final 2 thing they had going on, but I don't think that would have even saved him, so yeah, unfortunately, Hugo, this was not your season. It's a unanimous vote. Hugo throws a vote on Mother Nature, and Hugo, unfortunately, gone. And we'll move on to episode number 5. We have a twist. It is a tribe swap, and we're gonna go down to 3 tribes. So, on the new Vakapa tribe, we have, funnily enough, 4 members staying on Vakapa. It is Gretchen, Iggy, JC, and Kyle, and then Nadia joins them. Not a good draw for her. On Senpamachi, we have Janae, the only person remaining. Otherwise, we have coming from Vakaba, Assis, Candy, Juliana, and Lakshmi. And then we have the new Yukimatsu tribe, which is composed of Babs, Corey, Etherin, Molly, and Mother Nature, coming on over from Senpamachi, and Freya, the only Vakaba member. Very lopsided tribe swap here. Nadia, Janae, and Freya potentially swap screwed here. But I guess Janae could be fine because Assis and Lakshmi, they are definitely locked in, and they don't like Juliana, so she could be the default boot on the new Senpamachi tribe. Does Nadia have an in with the Vakapa members? I don't know. I think JC and Iggy were fighting at some point, so that could be something. Kyle also a bit of a wild character on that tribe. He might end up not doing so hot. And what am I talking about? Nadia and Iggy, they were of course together on Inniscreen, so they might resume their final 2. Okay, she's not completely out for the count. She's also on the tribe now with Gretchen, so they might look at each other and be like, okay, we're both winners. Maybe we have to stick together. The Yukimatsu tribe, though, we do have Babs, Corey, and Etherin stick together, so I think that's going to be a trio that is going to control this tribe, and they're probably going to lock in here. Mother Nature might crawl back into their alliance. I don't know. But Corey doesn't like Molly, so he might gun for her. Freya could be in trouble also. I don't know. We'll see. On Vakaba, we now have... Oh, Gretchen, Iggy, and Kyle were in that alliance also. I forgot about that. We do have Nadia also separated from all of her alliances. And we have Kyle and Gretchen with a medium bond. JC and Iggy with a small bond. Nadia and Iggy with a small bond. And then we got really nothing at the end here. So Iggy doesn't really like Kyle or Gretchen, who he's in an alliance with. So he might jump ship from this. I mean, he doesn't dislike them. He just doesn't like them or have any sort of relationship with them. It's not doom and gloom for Nadia. She could sneak in there, form something else if she works hard on it. On Senpamachi, what's going on? We got Assis and Lakshmi. They stick together. Janae by herself, of course. Candy and Assis have a medium bond now. Okay. Not sure when that happened. They were together on Wakaba, so maybe they just like each other. Lakshmi and Assis with a medium bond also. Assis and Lakshmi could definitely pull in Candy. And I honestly think they should do that. Juliana and Candy have a mild dislike also. Lakshmi and Juliana with a slight bond, even though they were fighting. So maybe Juliana is fine. They might just cut Janae, get rid of her as a consensus boot. I think that would kind of make sense, actually, for them if they go to tribal. On Yukimatsu, we got 2 idols. I forgot about that. Freya also has an idol, so she should be fine for at least one challenge or one tribal. We have Babs, Corey, and Etherin sticking together. They are definitely locked up because they are at a 7 strength. Nadia is the only one at a 6, and she's not even here. We got Etherin and Corey with an unbreakable relationship. Corey and Babs and Etherin and Babs both have medium bonds. Mother Nature and Ethrin have a medium bond also. And then we got Molly and Babs with a medium bond. Molly and Corey still with a mild dislike. Okay, so Molly has an in with Babs. Mother Nature also has an in with Babs because they have a small bond. We got Molly and Ethrin with a small bond. Mother Nature and Molly with a small bond. And Freya and Corey with a slight dislike. Oh, okay. It does seem like Freya is going to be the default boot here, but maybe once we get back to the beach, she does something. She also has the idol, so she'll be fine, right? Let's go to the immunity challenge. Senpamachi wins and Wakaba wins. So that new tribe, Yukimatsu, the 6-person tribe, they are going to go to tribal. Can Freya do something and save her idol? We'll see. On Wakaba, what's going on here? We've got Iggy and JC bonding slightly, which has a lasting impact. Gretchen and Iggy bonding strongly, and Iggy and Nadia bonding strongly. Iggy coming out hard. He also is gonna, actually, Kyle is gonna leave the 4-person thing, which is not surprising. But Iggy definitely the strongest player on this tribe with the strongest relationships. Him and Gretchen seem to be locking in. Him and Nadia are reunited now. And he also seems to be picking up JC. Maybe he recognizes that JC doesn't really have anything else going on, so he could be a very loyal ally to him if he can lock him up. Pretty smart, Iggy. On Senpamachi, what's happening? Juliana is impressing the rest of the team, and Aziz is medically evacuated. Wow. Okay, unfortunate. But good for Freya. She doesn't have to do anything to survive. Unfortunately for Aziz, his game gets cut short here. He was also doing so well, which is very sad. But oh well, it is what it is, Aziz. Health comes first. Sad to see you go, but you know. On Yukimatsu, what's happening? Freya and Molly bond slightly. Okay, Ethrin and Mother Nature bond slightly also. Freya does try to do something, but of course, Tribal Council canceled because Aziz is gone. And so we're gonna just move on to episode number 6. So what's going on here now? We have Kyle and Gretchen with a strong bond, which is strange because Gretchen just left that alliance, or Kyle just left that alliance, I should say. Gretchen and Iggy now in a final 2 since Aziz got medically evacuated. It's pretty strong final 2 also. Does it say how they feel? Yeah, they have a medium bond. JC and Iggy with a medium bond. Nadia and Iggy with a medium bond. I think Iggy is going to have to form a new power structure for himself, and he definitely has the allies to do it. This could be a final 4 forming. And we just got slight bonds at the end. On Senpamachi, we've got Juliana and Janae with a strong bond, Lakshmi and Juliana with a medium bond, Juliana and Candy with a mild dislike, and then just slight bonds at the end. So suddenly Juliana on the board now that Aziz is gone. Also Juliana and Janae randomly with a strong bond. Okay. Were they bonding in the last episode? I don't remember, but this could save both of their games because now they are Help the Tribe now that Aziz is gone. How the tables turn. It does seem like Candy is in trouble on this tribe then, because she's not liked by Juliana. She's not really bonding with Lakshmi and Janae so far, but we'll see. On Yukimatsu, Freya finds the new hidden immunity idol, so she now has 2 idols. She is going to join the illustrious camp of people holding 2 idols at once, which is, I think, Sanjali and Juliana Sage, and now Freya. Think that's it. There could be another one, but I don't remember. But anyway, we got Ethrin and Corey with an unbreakable relationship. We got Mother Nature and Ethrin with a strong bond. Ethrin with a strong bond toward Babs. Babs only with a medium bond towards Ethrin. Molly and Babs with a medium bond. Mother Nature and Molly with a medium bond. So Molly doing all right. Even though she's not theoretically in this alliance, she is okay. So she could be fine. I think Mother Nature could be in trouble, but Freya having these idols, also she could snipe like anybody out of the game at this point. We got Corey and Babs with a medium bond, Molly and Corey with a mild dislike, Molly and Freya with a small bond, and Mother Nature and Babs with a small bond. Reward is gonna go to Wakaba and Senpamachi. They get some shit. But immunity is gonna go to Yukimatsu and Wakaba. So Senpamachi gonna lose another member. I think we might be losing Candy here. I really hope not. Let's see if she can save herself. It could also be Lakshmi. I don't know. On Wakaba, what's happening? JC and Nadia bond strongly. Okay, Kyle has another major meltdown. Kyle is not doing well on this season. Unfortunate for him. I also think he recognizes that he's at the bottom of this tribe and is going to be the first person to go if they go to tribal. On Senpamachi, what's happening? Candy and Juliana bond strongly. Okay, they also have a fight though. And Candy and Lakshmi have a major fight also. So Candy tries to save herself, but also can't help it. She has to be a little messy. Is she gonna be fine? Maybe, because if Juliana likes Candy more than Lakshmi, then maybe Lakshmi takes the hit. Either way, I think Juliana and Janae are gonna control the vote tonight, and it'll just depend on where both of them land. On Yukimatsu, we've got Babs and Freya bond slightly, and Freya and Molly with a major fight. Oh no. Maybe Freya is doing something unconventional here. She's like trying to cozy up to the power structure and trying to throw Molly under the bus a little bit. That could work. I don't know. We'll see. We are at Tribal Council with the Senpamachi tribe here. First tribal sends the swap. We got Candy, Janae, Juliana, and Lakshmi. It is time to vote. And if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now's the time to do so. Nobody stands up. I rate the votes. First vote goes to Candy. One vote Candy. Second vote goes to Janae. Oh, okay. I think it's going to be Candy then. We got one vote Candy, one vote Janae. And the next vote goes to Candy. Two votes Candy, one vote Janae, one vote left. And the fifth person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor All-Stars 5. It's Candy. Damn it. Candy, the tribe has spoken. Was hoping she would stick in there, as I think all of you did as well, because everybody loves her. Perhaps All-Stars is just not her type of season. She needs a little bit more, less structure to hang in there, because she just throws mess in the mix, and that just kind of confuses inexperienced players. But here on All-Stars, they want structure. They want to make sure that nothing goes wrong, and Candy is always going to be a little bit of a variable, little bit of a wild card, and it's too much. It's too much. It's a unanimous vote against Candy. Candy throws a vote on Janae, and yeah, we lose Candy, which is very sad, but it is what it is. We move on to episode 7, Senpamachi crumbling. If they lose again, I think that's going to be Lakshmi's game over, but we'll see. Janae and Juliana, they're not locked in yet. So, something could change. On Bakaba, is anything changed? We got Nadia and Iggy with a strong bond, JC and Iggy with a medium bond, Iggy and Gretchen with a medium bond, Nadia and JC with a small bond, and then just light bonds at the end. People not like hating on Kyle even though he's having these meltdowns. His game's not completely dead yet. He could still salvage it. On Senpamachi, we got Juliana and Janae with a strong bond, Lakshmi and Juliana with a strong bond also. Okay, so Juliana is the swing. Depends on where she goes, but doesn't even say how Lakshmi and Janae feel about each other. So that must be just non-existent, I think. On Yuki Matsu, we've got what's going on. Athrun and Corey with an unbreakable relationship. Mother Nature and Athrun with a strong bond. Athrun with a strong bond toward Babs still. Babs only with a medium bond. Then we got Molly and Babs with a medium bond. Corey and Babs with a medium bond. Mother Nature and Molly with a medium bond. Then we got Molly and Freya with a medium dislike. Molly and Corey with a medium dislike now. Okay. So Corey might try to pick up Freya and get rid of Molly because he does not like Molly. Freya does not like Molly. That could be interesting. We also got Freya and Babs with a small bond. All right, all right. Reward is going to go to Wakaba. They get a chef. Nice. And Senpamachi also wins reward. They get kebabs. Very nice. But immunity is going to go to Wakaba and Yukimatsu. Oh no. The 3-person Senpamachi tribe gonna lose yet another member. They are getting absolutely demolished here on All-Stars 5. And I think this is the final tribal before the merge, probably. So they are the only tribe losing players after the swap. All right, what's going on Bakaba? Kyle, big episode for him. He is impressing the rest of the team. He is trying to salvage his game again. Also find something in common with Iggy. So good job, Kyle. He's doing pretty well. On Senpamachi, oh no. Janae and Juliana have a small fight, and she has a major meltdown. Okay, Juliana maybe not the swing anymore. Although Janae and Juliana, they find something in common again. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. This could be anybody going out on this tribe, but I think it's going to be Lakshmi probably. On Yukimatsu, what's happening? Mother Nature is impressing the rest of the team. Kind of a boring post-swap here, to be honest, but okay. Let's go to tribal. We got the final 3 of the Senpamachi tribe, Janae, Juliana, and Lakshmi. It is time to vote. And if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now's the time to do so. Nobody stands up. I will read the votes. First vote is going to go to Janae. 1 vote, Janae. Second vote goes to Juliana. Oh, so it's not Lakshmi. Interesting. We got one more Janae, one more Juliana. Maybe that fight really split them apart. So Lakshmi is the swing. Okay, what did they do? Let's find out. The sixth person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor All-Stars 5 is going to be Juliana. Juliana, the tribe has spoken. Very strange episode for this tribe, but she kind of tanked her own game. She was in the position to be the swing, and then she just kind of lost it. Janae and Lakshmi were like, you know what? Let's just take her out. Let's get rid of her. Unfortunate for Juliana, her game ending here. It kind of fell apart after she loses Aziz. Or no, wait. She wasn't in an alliance with Aziz. Lakshmi was. But yeah, no, it's just she takes her own game. What else is there to say? Juliana votes are Janae and Lakshmi. Juliana throws a vote on Janae, and Juliana, she's gone. We move on to episode 8, and we have the merge. Here we have the merge Yamachan tribe, named after the mascot of Mount Komorebi, and the people who make the merge are Babs Lamore, Corey Nihus, Athrun Reyes, Freya Loden, Gretchen Wolf, Icky Pancakes, Janae Price, JC Putnam, Kyle Carlson, Lakshmi Kunal, Molly Prescott, Mother Nature, and Nadia Kishka. Kind of wild that we have 4 winners still in the running. We just lost Chaz in the pre-merge. But I guess Mother Nature, Nadia, and Freya, they haven't really gone to Tribal. Gretchen also hasn't really gone to Tribal. Winner pick. I think Babs is going to take it, probably, right? I think she has probably the strongest game at the moment. It's probably going to be Babs, Corey, or Athrun, one of these 3. They have the most amount of alliances, but Icky could also take it. He has been doing very well over on his swap tribe. I think every single person on that tribe likes him and has a very good relationship with him, so he could just lock all of them together into one large alliance. We do also see that Gretchen and Corey, they get together. Will they revive their final 2 of Nordhaven? Potentially, and if so, that could be a very strong duo that nobody really sees coming, even though, I mean, they all saw Nordhaven, so they should know. Very interesting merge here. I think we have a lot of scattered alliances. I think anything could happen. Let's see what's going on. We see that Gretchen finds the reward steal. Okay. Kind of a flop advantage, but good for her. The winner of Generations also found the reward steal, which was Thomas, and he didn't use it. So maybe Gretchen will use it. I don't know. We also have Babs with an idol. Freya has 2 idols. Gretchen has the reward steal. And then Kyle has the legacy advantage. So we do have 4 idols in the mix because the legacy advantage is going to turn into an idol at the final 5. So it's very much possible that we end up with idol get-in again. Or advantage get-in. Not looking good, but okay. Alliances in the mix. We have Freya and Lakshmi in a final 2. We have Gretchen and Iggy in a final 2. Janae and Mother Nature in a final 2. And then we got Babs, Corey, Athrun, and Nadia. Their 4-person alliance still very strong. And then we still got the 5-person thing. That is also very strong. We got Babs, Athrun, Nadia again, and Janae and Molly. So it seems like the original Senpamachi tribe is just gonna run the gamut here, right? We have Molly and Janae with an unbreakable relationship. Athrun and Corey have one. JC and Iggy have one. And Athrun feels an unbreakable relationship with Babs. Babs not even on the board towards how she feels about Athrun, but it's probably still a medium bond or something. I don't know. Mother Nature and Athrun with a strong bond. Kyle and Iggy with a strong bond. Nadia and Iggy with a strong bond. Nadia and Babs with a strong bond. Janae and Athrun with a strong bond, and Molly and Babs with a strong bond. Okay. I think Corey is going to have to try to take on Molly, but I don't know if he can get his allies to do it. Maybe he recruits Freya and Gretchen on that mission, tries to take on Molly, because this alliance is just going to demolish the game if they don't like do something about it, right? Because Janae also has Mother Nature in the mix. Immunity, I think, is going to go to JC. Good for him. Honestly, he might have needed it. So pretty good immunity win for him. I think his first immunity, maybe? I don't know. I don't remember if he won anything on Gibby Point. He was on Gibby Point, right? I already forget. Yes, he was on Gibby Point. Okay, what's going on the tribe? We have no idol hidden, which is good because we have too many idols in the mix at the moment. We have Athrun and Freya bond strongly, and JC is going to join up with Freya and Lakshmi, which is random. But all right. Who is going to get the boot here? Honestly, it might be Iggy. It might be Gretchen. Could be Mother Nature. I think Freya's gonna be fine since she is bonding with Ethryn. Ethryn has a lot of sway on his two different alliances. Lakshmi and JC are now in the mix. Lakshmi could also take the hit, actually. I'm not sure. Let's go to Tribal. All right, we got the merged tribe here. Babs, Corey, Ethryn, Freya, Gretchen, Iggy, Janae, JC, Kyle, Lakshmi, Molly, Mother Nature, and Nadia. Actually, Kyle could also take the hit here. He could be a very easy consensus boot. Anyway, JC has the necklace, cannot be voted for tonight. Everybody else is eligible. It is time to vote. And if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now's the time to do so. Nobody stands up. I will read the votes. The first vote goes to Kyle. One vote Kyle. Second vote goes to Babs. One vote Babs, one vote Kyle. 11 votes left. And the next vote goes to Corey. Ooh. People are gunning for the power alliances. We got one vote Babs, one vote Corey, one vote Kyle. It's probably just gonna end up in Kyle's sweep at the end though. Next vote goes to Babs. Ooh. 2 votes Babs, one vote Corey, one vote Kyle. 9 votes left. And the next vote goes to Corey. 2 votes Babs, 2 votes Corey, 1 vote Kyle. 8 votes left. And the next vote goes to Kyle. We are tied. 2 votes Babs, 2 votes Corey, 2 votes Kyle. 7 votes left. And the next vote goes to Babs. 3 votes Babs, 2 votes Corey, 2 votes Kyle. Next vote goes to Kyle. 3 votes Babs, 3 votes Kyle, 2 votes Corey, 5 votes left. And the next vote goes to Corey. We are tied again. It is 3 votes Babs, 3 votes Corey, 3 votes Kyle, and 4 votes left. And the next vote goes to Corey. 4 votes Corey, 3 votes Babs, 3 votes Kyle, 3 votes left. And the next vote goes to Kyle. 4 votes Corey, 4 votes Kyle, 3 votes Babs, 2 votes left. It's a lot more even than I thought. I'm kind of surprised. And the next vote goes to Corey. Whoa. 5 votes Corey, 4 votes Kyle, 3 votes Babs, and 1 vote left. So it's going to be Corey. It could be a tie. And the final vote goes to Kyle. It is a tie. We got 5 votes Kyle, 5 votes Corey, 3 votes Babs, and we're gonna do a revote. Kyle or Corey is gonna go out. The first vote on the revote goes to Kyle. 1 vote Kyle. Second vote goes to Corey. 1 vote Corey, 1 vote Kyle. 9 votes left. So it's not gonna be a tie again. The next vote goes to Corey. 2 votes Corey, 1 vote Kyle. Next one goes to Corey. Whoa. 3 votes Corey, 1 vote Kyle. And the next one goes to Corey. Holy shit. 4 votes Corey, 1 vote Kyle. 6 votes left. And the next one goes to Kyle. 4 votes Corey, 2 votes Kyle. 5 votes left. And the next one goes to Kyle. 4 votes Corey, 3 votes Kyle. 4 votes left. Okay. Next one goes to Corey. 5 votes Corey, 3 votes Kyle, 3 votes left. And the next one goes to Kyle. We got 5 votes Corey, 2 votes, 4 votes Kyle, 2 votes left. So it could still be Kyle, but if Corey gets 1 more vote, he is out. And the 7th person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor All-Stars 5, first member of the jury, it's Corey. Holy shit. Corey, the tribe has spoken. The threat level of Corey finally caught up to him. That is kind of crazy. This has to be Janae, right? She has wanted him gone. I wonder if Gretchen also voted him out. That would be a crazy blindside. But also she wouldn't want Kyle gone, right? Because she did have that alliance with him. Yeah, Corey gets kind of blindsided here. That is kind of crazy. Yeah, I did say it was going to be a hard season for him to win because he is just such a huge threat. And it did finally catch up with him. Otherwise, it was looking so good for him. And I'm kind of sad to see him go. I was hoping he would do a little bit better. But yeah, Corey. At least he made the merge and the jury. So the Corey votes are Freya, JC, Janae, Lakshmi, and Mother Nature. Okay, so Freya, JC, Lakshmi, that's the trio. They pick up Janae and Mother Nature. Okay, interesting. Babs, Corey, Ethryn, Molly, and Nadia vote for Kyle. And then Gretchen, Iggy, and Kyle are the Babs votes. And they all flip their vote on the revote onto Corey. Actually, not all of them. Because, of course, Kyle was option for the revote. So he doesn't vote on the revote. But Gretchen and Iggy, wow. Et tu, Gretchen. Et tu. I think Gretchen kind of recognized that Corey was not Like their games were not gonna align on this season. So she was like, okay, Corey probably gonna be a problem for me in the long run because Corey does know that Gretchen is a very, very strong player. I mean, obviously other people know that as well. She won a season, but you know, Corey probably would have eventually tried to get rid of her if he wasn't gonna work with her. So yeah. Better get him before he gets you. Crazy merch episode, crazy merch boot. We're gonna move on to episode number 9. We got the final 12 here. And what is going on? We've got these idols, we've got these advantages. One thing that this does kind of shake up though is that now Babs, Etherin, and Nadia are in a very strong 3, and they can just run the gamut with their 5-person thing and then get rid of Janae and Molly at the end. But we do also have this new 3-person thing, Freya, JC, and Lakshmi. This could be pretty strong if they can stay in there. Freya, of course, has 2 idols, so she could keep them alive in the game for a while. They could also link up with Gretchen and Iggy because they all like them, right? Because they are the original Bakaba members. We also have Janae and Mother Nature in their final 2. So Mother Nature only with 1 relationship so far. She does have that bond with Etherin though, right? Unbreakable relationships. Janae and Etherin, Molly and Janae, JC and Iggy, Kyle and Iggy. JC and Iggy have an unbreakable relationship, even though they are not in an alliance. And also Kyle and Iggy. So Iggy could unite the Bakaba members. That could definitely be another power structure forming. Mother Nature and Etherin now with an unbreakable relationship. We also have Nadia and Babs. Etherin still obsessed with Babs. Babs only like a medium, likes him fine enough. We have Mother Nature and Janae with a strong bond, the final 2. Nadia and Iggy with a strong bond, in a screen connection. And then Iggy and Gretchen in a strong bond, also a final 2 over here. All right. Reward is going to go to this group of people. It is Babs, Freya, Iggy, JC, Kyle, and Molly. They get a feast. Nice. But immunity is going to go to Gretchen. Congrats to Gretchen. Potentially could have needed it here because she's only really aligned with Iggy. That's like her only locked in relationship at the moment. On the beach, what's happening? We see that Janae and Lakshmi, they bond slightly. Babs and Kyle find something in common. And Freya and Kyle bond strongly. Okay. I think Freya could be in trouble tonight. I think she might whip out an idol. Yeah. Iggy could also be in trouble. We'll see. Let's go to Tribal. Yamachan tribe back at Tribal here. We got Gretchen with the necklace cannot be voted for tonight. Everybody else is eligible. It is time to vote. And if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now's the time to do so. Babs, she stands up. She is going to play her idol on herself. Any votes cast against Babs will not count. That kind of tracks. I mean, she got 3 votes last time. But we also see that Freya is going to stand up. She is going to use her idol on Lakshmi. Any votes cast against Lakshmi will not count. And she's not done because she's also going to stand up and play her hidden immunity idol on JC. Any votes cast against JC will not count. Holy shit. Freya Shallows, right? This is the double idol play from Heroes vs. Villains. Holy shit. Okay. We've got 3 idols played, 4 players immune. I will read the votes. First vote is going to go to JC. Does not count. JC. Does not count. JC. Does not count. Babs. 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 Does not count. Holy shit. Lakshmi. Does not count. Oh my god. Lakshmi. Does not count. Is this a 0 vote tribal? Okay, Lakshmi. Does not count. Lakshmi. Does not count. I have not counted how many votes we've got so far. It is a 0 vote tribal. What the hell? Okay, we got 0 votes Babs, 0 votes Lakshmi, 0 votes JC. We're gonna revote because, yeah. These people are, wait, there's a tie and a revote. Those in the tie will not revote unless no one received votes on the original vote. Okay, so everybody's gonna vote again, I think, right? So that's crazy. We're just gonna do another vote. Freya Loden, what are you doing? She could definitely go out here. After playing 2 idols, that would be crazy. But the first vote on the revote goes to Kyle. 1 vote Kyle. Kyle. 2 votes Kyle. Next one goes to Janae. 2 votes Kyle. 1 vote Janae. And the next one goes to Molly. 2 votes Kyle. 1 vote Janae. 1 vote Molly. Next one goes to Iggy. Crazy spread here because nobody knows what they're doing. We got 2 votes Kyle, 1 vote Iggy, 1 vote Janae, 1 vote Molly, 7 votes left. Next vote goes to Kyle. 3 votes Kyle, 1 vote Iggy, 1 vote Janae, 1 vote Molly. Next vote goes to Iggy. 3 votes Kyle, 2 votes Iggy, 1 vote Janae, 1 vote Molly. And the next vote goes to Janae. 3 votes Kyle, 2 votes Iggy, 2 votes Janae, 1 vote Molly. Next vote goes to Kyle. 4 votes Kyle, 2 votes Iggy, 2 votes Janae, 1 vote Molly, and 3 votes left. And the next vote goes to Iggy. 4 votes Kyle, 3 votes Iggy, 2 votes Janae, 1 vote Molly. Next vote goes to Ethrin. What? 4 votes Kyle, 3 votes Iggy, 2 votes Janae, 1 vote Ethrin, 1 vote Molly, and 1 vote left. This is the wildest tribal. It could be a tie between Kyle and Iggy. The final vote goes to Iggy. It is a tie. So it is Iggy versus Kyle. We're going to do another revote. First vote goes to Iggy. 1 vote Iggy. Iggy. 2 votes Iggy. Next one goes to Iggy. 3 votes Iggy. Iggy. 4 votes Iggy. What? Double revote just to unanimously vote out Iggy? What the fuck? Next vote goes to Iggy. 5 votes Iggy. 8th person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor All-Stars 5. Second member of the jury. Iggy. Iggy, the tribe has spoken. This is definitely the wildest tribal of Sims 4 Survivor. What the hell? What the hell? 3 idols played. All 3 idols played. 2 revotes. And all for Iggy to go out unanimously. What a crazy tribal. Very strange to see Iggy go, though, over Kyle. I definitely thought Kyle would have been the default boot, but I guess people recognize that Iggy was gonna be a threat more so than Kyle, because Iggy does have a locked-in final 2 with Gretchen. Kyle doesn't really have anything going on. So yeah, Iggy, very sad to see you go, because I was kind of rooting for him. But if you're gonna go out, I think this is the way to go out. Like, this is a crazy tribal, crazy tribal. It is Freya, Gretchen, Iggy, JC, and Lakshmi who vote for Babs. Babs, Ethrin, Kyle, and Nadia vote for Lakshmi. Janae, Molly, and Mother Nature vote for JC. All of those votes negated by idols. Then we got Babs, Janae, Lakshmi, and Molly voting for Iggy. Ethrin, Gretchen, Mother Nature, and Nadia vote for Kyle. And then Iggy and JC are Janae votes. Kyle is an Ethrin vote. And Freya is a Molly vote. Iggy and JC, if they had just voted for Kyle, Kyle would have gone out. Or even if Iggy had just thrown a vote on Kyle. So Iggy kind of gets screwed over by the fact that all these idols get played. Because he didn't really have a backup plan, right? Of course, on the final revote, we have everybody throwing a vote on Iggy. Anyway, we've had 2 insane tribals at the merge. Let's continue on. Keep the good times going. We got episode 10 here. We now have an idol hidden since all of the idols were played. We also have Gretchen with the reward steal and Kyle with the legacy advantage. Kind of crazy that he's still here. He's had a very strange game, but he's still around. Now, we lose the final 2 between Iggy and Gretchen. Otherwise, everything else stays the same here with the alliances. Babs she has a lot of power, even though she almost got voted out here. Nadia and Babs have an unbreakable relationship. So do Janae and Ethrin, Molly and Janae, Mother Nature and Ethrin, Kyle and JC. Okay, that's random. And then we got Ethrin with 1 towards Babs. Still doesn't say how Babs feels about Ethrin. This is like the opposite of Babs's storyline in Tomarang, because she had that one-sided relationship with Davy Bones, and now Ethrin has a one-sided relationship with Babs. Mother Nature and Janae have a strong bond. Mother Nature and Babs have a strong bond. Freya and Babs have a strong bond. And Molly and Babs have a strong bond. So Babs, like, still with the best social game, even though everybody's trying to vote her out of the game. But all right. Reward is going to go to, first off, Babs cannot participate. Unfortunate. But these people win. Reward, it is Ethrin, Freya, Gretchen, Kyle, and Molly. Kyle and Molly, they haven't been linking up at all since they reunited at the merge here. So maybe at this reward, they will try to reunite or something, try to make something else happen, because Molly's not in the best spot either, even though she's in that 5-person thing. But immunity is going to go to Molly, speaking of. Yeah, good for Molly. She gets another immunity win. She's one of quite a few immunity wins in her Sims 4 Survivor career, right? Good for you, Molly. On the beach, nobody's found the idol yet. Freya and Molly have a major fight, and Kyle impressing the rest of the team. Kyle, very strange game for him. He seems to be kind of playing a bit of a floater game, right? Because nobody really dislikes him. He's impressing everybody. He's been getting votes though, but you know, he's still here. All right, we're back at Tribal. Molly has the necklace, cannot be voted for tonight. Everybody else is eligible. It is time to vote. And if anyone would like to play a hidden immunity idol, now's the time to do so. But nobody has an idol, so nobody stands. I'll read the votes. First vote goes to JC. One vote JC. Second vote goes to Gretchen. One vote Gretchen, one vote JC. Next vote goes to JC. Two votes JC, one vote Gretchen. And the next vote goes to Gretchen. Two votes Gretchen, two votes JC. 7 votes left. Finally, we will not have a tie. Next vote goes to JC. 3 votes JC, 2 votes Gretchen. And the next vote goes to JC. 4 votes JC, 2 votes Gretchen. Next vote goes to Gretchen. 4 votes JC, 3 votes Gretchen. 4 votes left. And the next vote goes to Gretchen. We're tied again. 4 votes Gretchen, 4 votes JC, 3 votes left. The next vote goes to JC. 5 votes JC, 4 votes Gretchen. And the next one goes to the 9th person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor All-Stars 5, third member of the jury. It's JC. JC, the tribe has spoken, saved by an idol in the last episode. Wasn't so lucky this time around. He did win an immunity, so I feel like people were looking at that like he could win another one. I think it's time to let him go. Who were the people voting for Babs last episode? Because they do not come together and try to vote out that power alliance again. That's kind of interesting. But either way, JC, he was just in the minority. It makes sense that he goes out here. It is Babs, Athryn, Gretchen, Janae, Molly, Mother Nature, and Nadia who vote for JC. Freya, JC, Kyle, and Locksmith throw a vote on Gretchen, which I don't think is the move. But maybe it was just gonna be JC or Gretchen, so they were like, let's try to throw Gretchen onto the bus, see if it sticks. It doesn't. Unfortunately, JC goes out here. We move on to episode 11. We got the final 10 here. Things have kind of changed now because Freya and Locksmith are in the final 2 now. The underdog duo here. Otherwise, alliances are the same. Unbreakable relationships. Janae and Athryn, Molly and Janae, Nadia and Babs, Mother Nature and Athryn, Molly and Kyle now. Okay. That reward, it did do something. Molly and Kyle, they are reunited. It seems like they're kind of locking in. Maybe they'll try to change something because Molly, she has to know that she's at the bottom of this power structure here, right? Otherwise, we've got Mother Nature and Janae, Athryn with an unbreakable relationship towards Babs. Babs still not on the board with Athryn. And then we got Babs' strong bonds at the end here with Molly, Freya, and Mother Nature. Reward is going to go to, not Janae. She cannot participate, but she automatically wins reward, so good for her. But Freya, Kyle, and Locksmith, they win reward. And Gretchen, she's like, fuck you, Janae. I'm taking your reward. I'm sure Janae is not going to love that, but Gretchen, she doesn't give a fuck. She's already won. Who cares? All right, immunity, though, is going to go to Freya. Whoa, okay. Very clutch immunity win for Freya. I think she needed it here. I definitely think she was going to be the one to go out tonight if she did not win. So good for you, Freya. On the beach, what's happening? Do Kyle and Molly try to form something? Molly finds the idol. Congrats to Molly. She is gonna have some leverage in the game now. Athryn is impressing the rest of the team. So probably just a Locksmith boot then, right? Maybe a Gretchen boot. We'll see. Let's go to Tribal. All right, merge tribe, back at Tribal. Final 10 here. We got Freya with the necklace. Cannot be voted for tonight. Everybody else is eligible. It is time to vote. And if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, and now's the time to do so. Nobody stands up. I'll read the votes. First vote is going to go to Molly. 1 vote Molly. Second vote goes to Gretchen. 1 vote Gretchen, 1 vote Molly. And the next vote goes to Molly. 2 votes Molly, 1 vote Gretchen. The next vote is going to go to Gretchen. We're tied at 2 votes Gretchen, 2 votes Molly. The next vote goes to Locksmith. Oh. 2 votes Gretchen, 2 votes Molly, 1 vote Locksmith. And the next vote goes to Locksmith, 2 votes Gretchen, 2 votes Locksmith, 2 votes Molly. Next vote goes to Gretchen. 3 votes Gretchen, 2 votes Locksmith, 2 votes Molly, and 3 votes left. And the next vote goes to Molly. 3 votes Gretchen, 3 votes Molly, 2 votes Locksmith, and 2 votes left. And the next vote goes to Locksmith. We are tied. 3 votes Gretchen, 3 votes Lakshmi, 3 votes Molly, 1 vote left. And the 10th person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor All-Stars 5, 4th member of the jury is going to be Lakshmi. Lakshmi, the tribe has spoken. Probably a vote split just in case Freya was hiding another idol or something. But she was not hiding another idol. Lakshmi gets taken out here. Freya definitely in trouble now. And Lakshmi kind of gets screwed over. I think they probably would have been fine if Freya had not won immunity, because I think they would have voted Freya out over Lakshmi. But Freya did win immunity. And so, yeah, makes sense to split them up. It is Babs, Athrun, Molly, and Nadia who vote for Lakshmi. Janae, Kyle, and Mother Nature vote for Gretchen. Kind of funny that Kyle throws a vote on Gretchen. But okay. Freya, Gretchen, and Lakshmi vote for Molly. Actually kind of makes sense, because like if they're gunning for Molly, Kyle doesn't want Molly gone. Molly probably lets Kyle in on the plan. So it kind of checks out. Sure. We're on episode 12. We got the final 9 here now. Molly has the idol. Kyle still with the legacy advantage. Honestly, he might have it all the way to the end. We'll see. And if he goes out of the game, he's going to give it to Molly, right? So Molly might have 2 idols by the end of this season, technically. We now only have these alliances left. It is Babs, Athrun, and Nadia in their 3-person thing. The 3 most powerful players on the season. We got them also in the 5-person thing with Janae and Molly. And then Janae has her final 2 with Mother Nature. Unbreakable relationships, Freya and Athrun. Nadia and Babs. Freya and Athrun with an unbreakable relationship is kind of random. Not sure what that is about. They weren't even on the same tribe, right? At any point. But maybe that's why Freya is kind of hanging in there. I don't know. Nadia and Babs, Molly and Janae. We got Molly and Kyle. We got Athrun with one towards Babs. Okay, Babs is on the same page. Then we also got Kyle and Athrun, Mother Nature and Athrun, Janae and Athrun, Mother Nature and Janae. Suddenly Athrun with a lot of unbreakable relationships. Okay. Good for you, Athrun. Reward goes to Gretchen. She stole an award. Now she's gonna win reward. And as consolation, she's gonna pick Janae to go with her. She's like, sorry, Janae. I shouldn't have been so aggressive about it last episode, but you can come on this reward. It's fine. It's also the loved ones visit. So Janae is there with Marcel. Marcel probably pissed off. We also have Molly and Freya here. Who did they take on reward? Or like, who's their loved ones? Gretchen's gotta be Luna Shadows, for sure. Molly, probably her mother, May Prescott. Maybe Ty Loom, actually. Her grandpa. That kind of makes more sense, because Molly loves her grandpa. Her and May have a bit of a dicey relationship. Freya, she probably picks one of her moms, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, let's go to immunity. Gretchen, big episode for her. She wins immunity as well. Honestly, probably needs this immunity, so she clutches it out. Good for her. I bet Corey's on the jury when he comes to tribal later. He's like, yeah, that's my girl. All right, what's going on the beach? Gretchen with a major meltdown. She is pissed off. She doesn't want to be on the bottom anymore. She's over it. But we see that Kyle and Molly, they are gonna officially reunite, officially lock in their final 2 from Battle of the Eras. They are back in business. All right, we're back at Tribal. We got the final 9 here, and Gretchen has the necklace, cannot be voted for tonight. Everybody else is eligible. It is time to vote. And if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now's the time to do so. Nobody stands up. I read the votes. First vote goes to Kyle. 1 vote Kyle. Second vote goes to Freya. 1 vote Freya, 1 vote Kyle. 7 votes left. The next vote goes to Kyle. 2 votes Kyle, 1 vote Freya. And the next vote goes to Freya. We're tied. 2 votes Freya, 2 votes Kyle. Next vote goes to Freya. 3 votes Freya, 2 votes Kyle. Next vote is going to go to Freya. 4 votes Freya, 2 votes Kyle. And the 11th person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor, All-Stars 5, 5th member of the jury. It's Freya. Yeah, that kind of tracks. Freya, the tribe has spoken. I mean, previous winner, makes sense to get rid of her. Also, she's definitely been at the bottom for a while. Has had a crazy game though. Plays 2 idols in a tribal. Definitely glad that I brought her back. She kind of ate this season up. First time seeing her playing from the bottom. It was pretty nice to see her do well, even though she was in a different spot than she has been on her previous 2 seasons. But unfortunately, it eventually caught up with her, and so she's gone here. It is Athrun, Gretchen, Janae, Kyle, Molly, Mother Nature, and Nadia who votes for Freya. And then Babs and Freya vote for Kyle. Okay. Babs maybe throwing a sympathy vote towards Freya. Jury management. I mean, Babs definitely seems to be the one to beat. I think she could be like hands down the winner here because everybody loves her. She's probably going to make it to the final 3, right? All right, we're at episode 13, which is a two-parter. We got the final 8 here in part 1. What's going on the beach? Nothing's really changed, except, of course, we got Kyle and Molly in the final 2 now. Unbreakable relationships. I think we don't really have to look at these, right? Because they are just the same shit that's been going on. So I'm just going to skip them. Nadia, she takes immunity. Good for her. Don't think she needed it, but why not? I mean, she is a winner, so you never know. On the beach, what's going on? Gretchen and Molly have a major fight. Okay. Gretchen, she's picking fights left and right. I think she's like, I'm definitely done here. I'm just gonna have some fun. Kyle and Nadia, they have something in common also, and it has a lasting impact. We are at tribal. Nadia has the necklace, cannot be voted for tonight. Everybody else is eligible. It is time to vote. And if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now's the time to do so. Nobody stands up. I will read the votes. First vote goes to Gretchen. 1 vote Gretchen. Second vote goes to Gretchen. 2 votes Gretchen. Third vote goes to Gretchen. 3 votes Gretchen. And the next one goes to Kyle. 3 votes Gretchen, 1 vote Kyle. Next one goes to Gretchen. 4 votes Gretchen, 1 vote Kyle. And the 12th person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor All-Stars 5, 6th member of the jury. It's Gretchen. Gretchen, the tribe has spoken. She probably would have been eliminated last episode if she had not been immune, but she goes out here instead. Kind of makes sense. Makes it to 8th again. So good for you, Gretchen. Pretty good track record for her, especially after returning twice as a previous winner. That is kind of crazy that she makes it so far both times. So even though she kind of didn't really have any game left in the end here, she was still a fun character on the season. And I do think her biggest mistake was taking Corey out so quickly. I think she needed to take out somebody like Janae. I'm not sure she really had the sway for that. Maybe if she had taken out Mother Nature instead. But yeah, taking out Corey, definitely a mistake. I think she should have let him stay in. He could have been a potential ally. It is what it is. It's a unanimous vote against Gretchen. Gretchen throws a vote on Kyle. And she's gone. Part 2 of episode 13. We got the final 7 here now. We're kind of getting down the wire here, so I'm not sure who's going to go out here. Probably Kyle. I mean, he only has this relationship with Molly, but Molly has the idol, so she might save him, right? Otherwise, this final 5 and this final 3 is like locked in, rock solid. They are never going to break up. And Mother Nature also has pretty strong relationships with everybody, even though she's not allied with them, aside from Janae. Unbreakable relationships are here. We're gonna ignore them. It's like everybody with everybody. Immunity goes to Kyle. Whoa. Okay. Huge immunity for Kyle, because that means that they can just vote out Mother Nature without trouble, and Molly can hold on to the idol. Okay, that changes things. Let's go to the beach. All right, what is going on? Kyle impressing the rest of the team. He wins the immunity and he's like, yeah, look at me. I'm doing great. Kyle, very impressive. Very impressive this season. Very impressive on Battle of the Eras, apparently, also, because he was constantly impressing the team. Good job, Kyle, I guess. All right, second tribal of the episode. Kyle has the necklace, cannot be voted for tonight. Everybody else is eligible. It is time to vote. And if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now's the time to do so. Nobody stands up. I read the votes. First vote goes to Nadia. 1 vote Nadia. Second vote goes to Nadia. 2 votes Nadia. Okay, that's probably Kyle and Molly. Third vote goes to Mother Nature. 2 votes Nadia, 1 vote Mother Nature. Oh, actually, it's probably Janae and Mother Nature, right? Next one goes to Mother Nature. 2 votes Mother Nature, 2 votes Nadia. And the next one goes to Mother Nature. 3 votes Mother Nature, 2 votes Nadia. And the 13th person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor All-Stars 5, 7th member of the jury. It's Mother Nature. Mother Nature, the tribe has spoken. Kind of a weird game for her. I mean, she kind of folds after she leaves that alliance and just joins up with Janae. And then after that, kind of just doesn't really do much. I mean, her social game was very strong. Everybody kind of liked her, but yeah. She needed to do something, and she just didn't do anything of import. It is Babs, Ethrin, Kyle, Molly, Nadia who vote for Mother Nature. Janae and Mother Nature throw a vote on Nadia. Winner on winner violence here. But that also means that Nadia is the final winner remaining, and the only winner gonna enter the finale, because we're entering the finale now. And yeah, let's just keep moving, because we got the finale here. We have 6 strong players, not the 6 I thought would be here. Actually, I did think like 4 of them were going to be here. I thought Kyle was going to get taken out at some point, but he's still here somehow. First on the board, we got Babs Lamore, probably the most likely winner. She has a very strong social game. Everybody who's gone to jury has liked her. I think she is a lock for the win if she makes it to the final 3. And I think she's very likely to make it to the final 3. But we do have a few more eliminations to go. We do have some idols, and we do have some players who are willing to take out somebody like Babs. Like, they might look at her and be like, she probably could win, so maybe we'll get rid of her. I do also think Athrin Reyes is an option to win. I think he's been very low-key, but very consistent. He's just been a rock-solid, loyal ally, but he's also been working his social game a lot. He's had a lot of unbreakable relationships, so a lot of the people on the jury also have a very favorable opinion of him. He could definitely win. And honestly, I think the rest of the tribe here might not be looking at him as much as Babs. Then we got Janae Price. I think she's in a little bit of trouble here. Losing Mother Nature was definitely bad. That was going to be a very strong pawn in her corner, but she still has Molly, and she is still in this alliance, but I definitely think she is at the bottom of that alliance. Molly seems to like the other 3 more than Janae does, and the other 3 seems to like Molly also more than Janae does. So Kyle, if he wins immunity, I think Janae is gone. Even if he doesn't win immunity, I think Molly might play this idol on him. So yeah, Janae definitely in trouble. I could see her going out in the next 2 tribals. Then we got Kyle Kyleson. No idea how he got here, but he's making another finale. Good for him. I think he could definitely sneak in there. I mean, he could win immunity now, and then he still holds onto the legacy advantage at 5. And then he's just 1 immunity away from making it to the final 3. Molly also might play her idol on him, in which case he just has to survive 6 and 5, which I think is very likely that he survives those tribals. But if he doesn't win immunity at 4, he's definitely gone. So yeah, he does have a path to the end. We'll see how it goes. And then we got Molly Prescott. Molly is in a bit of trouble, but she does have this idol. I think she could use an immunity win or 2, or at least an immunity result to go in her favor. She's honestly going to need to turn on Nadia, Babs, and Ethrin, and I'm not sure she's going to do it. She might let go of Kyle, which I think is going to be a mistake. But we'll see what she does when it comes to it. Then we got the only winner entering the finale here, Nadia Kishka, making another finale. Could be a 2-time winner. I don't think so, but I think she could definitely make it to the final 3. I don't think this jury is really looking to crown her, but maybe. I mean, Iggy is on there. He is definitely going to be an ally in her corner. There are a bunch of other previous winners who might want to vote for her. I don't know. We'll see. But looking at it overall, I think she has had probably the weakest social game out of the 5 or 6 people left here. So yeah, she could be in trouble. Also, it might be very easy for the other players to look at her and be like, yeah, she could win again. We might as well just get rid of her. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right, on the beach, what's going on? We got Molly with Idol. We got Kyle with the Lexi advantage. Oh, he's going to use it tonight. I thought it was going to be at final 5. Okay, so Kyle is safe for 6. In which case, probably going to be Janae going out unless she wins immunity. Molly might have to play her idol if Janae wins immunity. And then one of the trio is going to go out. Ooh, okay. This round just got very interesting. Anyway, we got these alliances. They are the same. Oh, look at that. Molly is more loyal to Kyle than she is to the 5-person thing. Okay, Molly knows what she has to do. Molly and Kyle, unbreakable relationship. So do Nadia and Babs, Molly and Babs, Ethrin and Babs. And then we got Kyle and Ethrin, Molly and Janae, Molly and Ethrin, Janae and Ethrin, and Nadia and Kyle with a strong bond. Okay. I mean, it's really just going to come down to the alliances because everybody loves everybody else. The relationships don't really matter at this point. But immunity, right? Who is going to take it? If Molly gets it, that would be huge because Kyle will just play the Lexi advantage and the 2 of them are fine. And then Janae goes out. Actually, I kind of hope Janae wins. That would be great. It is Kyle. He wins it. Okay, well, that's not as exciting, but he's going to play the Lexi advantage on Molly then. So, yeah. Molly and Janae, though, are going to go on reward with Kyle. They all get stakes. Nice. On the beach, what's happening? Nadia impressing the rest of the team. So I think this is just going to be a Janae boot. That's gonna be my guess. Let's go to tribal. All right, we got the final 6 here. Kyle with the necklace cannot be voted for tonight. Everybody else is eligible. It is time to vote. And if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now's the time to do so. Kyle stands up. He uses his legacy advantage, which I'm just going to represent as an idol here, on Molly. Unsurprising, any votes cast against Molly will not count, and I will read the votes. First vote goes to Janae. 1 vote, Janae. Second vote goes to Janae. 2 votes, Janae. Third vote goes to Babs. 2 votes, Janae. 1 vote, Babs. And the next vote goes to Nadia. 2 votes, Janae. 1 vote, Babs. 1 vote, Nadia. 2 votes left. And the next one goes to Nadia. 2 votes, Janae. 2 votes, Nadia. 1 vote, Babs. And 1 vote left. I imagine Janae voted for Babs. Nadia votes are going to be Molly and Kyle, in which case, kind of a flop from Molly and Kyle to not let Janae know. But the trio probably sticking together. So yeah, it's gonna be Janae, right? And the final vote goes to... Oh, it's Babs. What? Never mind, I speak too soon. We have a tie. It is Babs, Janae, and Nadia. Etherin, what did he do? What happens? Maybe Nadia threw a vote on Babs? I don't know. Anyway, we're going to do a revote. Babs, Janae, and Nadia are not going to vote, so it's going to be Etherin, Molly, and Kyle. Molly and Kyle now have all the power. First vote on the revote goes to Nadia. 1 vote, Nadia. Second vote goes to Babs. 1 vote, Babs. 1 vote, Nadia. 1 vote left. And the 14th person, voted out of Sims 4 Survivor All-Stars 5. 8th member of the jury is going to be Nadia. I was kind of hoping it would be Babs, but Nadia, the tribe has spoken. I think her threat level as a winner just got the best of her here. Kyle and Molly were probably looking at that like, I mean, can we leave her in? She's gotta go. But I think they didn't recognize that Babs is definitely the one to beat, and they probably should have taken her out here. But yeah, it is hard to let a winner go back into a final tribal council, right? So not too mad at it. It's fine. It is Janae and Kyle who vote for Babs. Babs and Nadia vote for Janae. And then Etherin and Molly vote for Nadia. Oh, okay. So Etherin flips. Wait a minute. Etherin and Molly are the Nadia votes. Kyle is a Babs vote. Oh, okay. Interesting. So Molly doesn't vote with Kyle. Molly was with Etherin. Is this a game-winning move from Etherin? Maybe. I mean, he's going to be able to stand up at Final Tribal Council and say like, yeah, I got rid of Nadia. I did that. I could have voted out Janae, but I didn't. I took out Nadia. Crazy. Okay. Etherin, winner? Maybe. We move on to the part 2 of the finale. We got the final 5 here. And now Molly has the idol. She has to use it tonight. So that's going to get played. Now we have Babs and Etherin in a final 2, but is that a real final 2? Maybe, maybe not. I mean, Etherin just voted out Nadia, who was in that same alliance. But he does have a 9 loyalty, so I think he's going to stick with Babs. Otherwise, we got the final 4 alliance. Now that Nadia's gone, that was a 5. And then we got Kyle and Molly. Molly, kind of a wild card now. I do think Janae could definitely be the one to go here, but I don't know. Relationships, I'm going to just ignore them. Everybody has an unbreakable relationship with everybody, basically, except Kyle. Kyle just has strong bond with Janae, small bond with Babs. Okay. Immunity goes to Molly. Okay. Huge episode from Molly. She is gonna be immune. She's gonna play an idol, probably save Kyle here. And they can't dictate who goes out, right? Let's go to the beach. Janae and Molly bond strongly. Okay. Molly is talking to Janae. She's like, okay, Janae, I got a plan. I have the idol. What should we do with it? Etherin and Kyle have a major fight, and then they bond strongly. Okay, I think Etherin went to Kyle, was like, I'm gonna vote for you, probably. Sorry. And Kyle's like, what the fuck? But then he's like, okay, it's fine. Whatever. I get it. We're at the final 5. So Molly, what is she gonna do with the idol? Is she gonna save Kyle? Is she gonna save Janae? I don't know. But potentially, she could dictate who goes out here. Let's go to tribal. All right, the final 5 is here. Molly has the necklace, cannot be voted for tonight. Everybody else is eligible. It is time to vote. And if anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now is the time to do so. Molly stands up. She is going to play her idol on Etherin. What? Okay, any votes cast against Etherin will not count. That is a crazy move. What? What are you doing, Molly? Why are you letting Kyle go? He's not going to win this game. I'll read the votes. First vote goes to Babs. 1 vote Babs. Second vote goes to Kyle. one vote Babs, one vote Kyle. Third vote goes to Kyle. 2 votes Kyle, 1 vote Babs. And the next one goes to 15th person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor All Stars 5, 9th member of the jury, Kyle. Kyle, the tribe has spoken. What a flop by Molly. This is a game-losing move for her, I think. What are you doing, Molly? Why Kyle? He was going to be your easy beat. And he was also going to be a vote for you at the final 4. I don't know what she's doing, but unanimous vote against Kyle also. She voted him out. I guess the 4-person alliance decided to stick together? No idea. This was a stupid move. Anyway, Kyle, fun having you. What a strange game for him. If we're looking at his track record, he went out 3rd, then he went 4th, and now 5th. So maybe next time he plays, he's going to be 6th. It is a unanimous vote against Kyle. Kyle throws a vote on Babs. Molly, what are you doing? I don't know. This is a flop. Molly is a flop this season. I thought she would, like, if she had taken Kyle with her, if she had, like, done a crazy move, gotten rid of Babs or something, that would have been crazy and that would have been potentially a game-winning move. Now I think Molly's done, right? I mean, I guess she could still win. I don't know. But we got one more tribal before the final tribal council. We got Babs, Ethrin, Janae, and Molly. One of them is not going to make it. Let's see what's going on. So Babs and Ethrin definitely going to stick together. I think Janae and Molly will stick together. So we could be going into fire here. Is there any worth to read into the relationships? Babs and Janae don't like each other. Okay. So they're probably going to vote against each other. And Molly probably going to vote for Babs. Ethrin going to vote for Janae. And they're going to go into fire? Probably. Although Molly could also vote for Janae. I don't know. Molly takes another immunity. Wow. Okay. Crazy endgame for Molly here. Is she winning? She could win. I kind of hope not. I think her move last episode should have disqualified her from the win, but we'll see. I mean, the jury might be like, whatever. On the beach, Babs and Molly find something in common. Oh, ew. Okay. I think it's just Janae then. That's unfortunate. Anyway, let's go to tribal. All right, we're at tribal. We got the final 4 here. Molly has the necklace, cannot be voted for tonight. One more person is going to get voted out before final tribal council. It is time to vote. And the first vote goes to Ethrin. 1 vote, Ethrin. Second vote goes to Babs. Okay, strange. What? 1 vote Babs, 1 vote Ethrin. 2 votes left. Did Molly vote for Ethrin? Maybe. I don't know. Next vote goes to Janae. 1 vote Babs, 1 vote Ethrin, 1 vote Janae, and 1 vote left. And the 16th person voted out of Sims 4 Survivor All Stars 5, 10th member of the jury. It's Janae. Janae, the tribe has spoken. Okay, if Molly wins this might be the worst winning game of all time, because what a flop end game for her. What is she doing? Why is she letting Babs and Ethrin, 2 of the biggest social threats of the season, go to the end over Janae, who was like not that well liked? I don't know, but whatever. Janae, she probably should have gone out a while ago. Kind of surprising that she makes it to 4th, but second time getting cut right before final tribal council. So good for you, Janae. She's done very well in her past 3 showings here on Sims 4 Survivor. It's Babs and Ethrin who vote for Janae. Janae throws a vote on Babs. Molly throws a random vote on Ethrin. I don't know what she's doing. Maybe she just didn't want to vote for Janae. And so she was like, I'll throw a hanky vote on Ethrin. It's fine. I don't know. I think it's a bad move. Anyway, let's go to final tribal council. All right, we have the final 3 of this crazy season. This has been a wild season. It's been so much fun, but it is time to crown another All-Stars winner. We've got Babs Lamore, Ethrin Reyes, and Molly Prescott. One of these is gonna win. They face the jury. They plead their case for why they should win. The 10-person jury all ask their questions, then they cast their votes, and it is time to crown another Sims 4 Survivor winner. The first vote goes to Ethrin. 1 vote Ethrin. Second vote goes to Babs. 1 vote Ethrin, 1 vote Babs. And the third vote goes to Molly. We got 1 vote for all 3 of them and 7 votes left. Fourth vote is going to go to Ethrin. We got 2 votes Ethrin, 1 vote Babs, 1 vote Molly. Fifth vote goes to Molly. 2 votes Molly, 2 votes Ethrin, 1 vote Babs. And the 6th vote goes to Ethrin. 3 votes Ethrin, 2 votes Molly, 1 vote Babs. 7th vote is going to go to Ethrin. Oh, is it a sweep? 4 votes Ethrin, 2 votes Molly, 1 vote Babs, and 3 votes left. If Ethrin gets 1 more vote, he has won. The 8th vote goes to Molly. We got 4 votes Ethrin, 3 votes Molly, 1 vote Babs, meaning Babs out for the count, right? So she is officially a losing finalist again. But the 9th vote goes to Ethrin. Congratulations, Ethrin. Phenomenal winning game for him. He was very much a silent threat throughout the game. Well-earned win. And honestly, I imagine Babs and Ethrin were just splitting votes. So everybody who was going to vote for Babs voted for Ethrin instead. So yeah, that's probably what happened. So who votes who? It is Corey, Gretchen, JC, Janae, Laxmi, and Mother Nature who vote for Ethrin. That checks out. All of them had very strong relationships with Ethrin. Iggy, Kyle, and Nadia are the Molly votes. Obviously, Kyle is going to vote for Molly. That makes sense. Nadia, she kind of got betrayed by her alliance. So that also kind of makes sense that she would vote for Molly. And also Ethrin, like, blindsided her at 6. And then Iggy, I think Iggy just likes drama and Molly is a mess. So he was like, I think that's funny. Freya is the Babs vote. Not sure why she throws a vote on Babs. Maybe she was like, I can't have Babs be a 0 vote finalist. I'll give her 1 vote. Who's the fan favorite? Let's see. It is Mother Nature. That's kind of weird because she was kind of invisible for most of the game. But okay, good for her. I mean, she's the winner. Why not? But there you have it. That's our season. Here's our elimination order. We have in 20th place, Lenny Aguilar. In 19th, Chas Goldstein. In 18th, Liam Beckett. In 17th, Hugo Villarreal. In 16th, our medevac, Aziz Nadir. This season truly sad. Fuck, man. We got Candy Bear in 15th. In 14th, Juliana Sage. In 13th, Corey Nihus. In 12th, Iggy Pancakes, when he got eliminated in the strangest vote of the season, of the game, of the show. JC Putnam in 11th. 10th is Lakshmi Kuno. In 9th is Freya Luden. In 8th, Gretchen Wolf. In 7th, Mother Nature. In 6th, Nadia Kishka. Wow, I didn't notice that all of the 4 women who have won the game went out back to back. That's kind of funny. In 5th, we've got Kyle Carlson. In 4th, Janae Price. In 3rd, Babs Lamore. Our runner-up, Molly Prescott. And our winner, Ethrin Reyes. Most immunities is Molly with 3. Gretchen and Kyle had 2. Freya, JC, and Nadia all had 1. Nice, good for them. Most votes received, Kyle with 20. I would think so. Janae had 17. Gretchen and Nikki had 14. Babs had 13. Corey had 12. Hugo had 11. JC had 10. Lakshmi had 8. Chas and Freya had 7. Candy, Mother Nature, Nadia had 6. Liam had 5. Molly had 4. Ethrin and Jillian had 2. Lenny had 1 when he got idled out of the game. And Aziz had 0 before he got medically evacuated. Most strategic, Mother Nature. No, definitely not. Then we got Nadia and Ethrin. I'm gonna say Ethrin number 1. Then Nadia can be in 2. I think that's fine. And then I'm gonna put like Babs or Janae, maybe. I don't know. Babs probably. I think that checks out. I think the trio was definitely the strongest 3 players of the season. So yeah, we'll leave it like that. But there you have it. What a fun season. All hail our current reigning Ethrin Reyes. And thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.